The Agweek Cereals Crop Tour is sponsored by National Wheat Foundation, Anthem Oats, Meridian Seeds, Erickson Custom Operations, AKE Safety Equipment, Advanced Grain Handling Systems, and LCS.
This week, we kick off our cereal crops tour with a look at what could be some record yields in areas. Jenny Schleck traveled to central North Dakota to take a closer look at the durum crop.
I'm in McCluskey, North Dakota with Emily Schlafman of Farmer's Choice. And last week, the USDA came out with some big projections for spring wheat and durum yield. We're in a durum field here in McCluskey. Will this live up to those projections?
I think after a really challenging spring, I think we have something to look forward to at harvest. So I think guys are excited.
So what has led to this, what's looking like a really massive crop this year?
I think the weather finally turning around and then having a strong start for moisture. We always really struggle with that. It's really hard, you try to get that crop in the mud and the rain, and then you really want it to turn around. And I think we just had a really good start. And then when that rain shuts off, it's challenging. You're going to hope and pray that you're going to get that rain later on. And I think the crop just had a lot to hang on to this year. And the rains really continued out even into the 4th of July here.
So I assume to reach those big yield goals that they've set for both durum and spring wheat, we're going to have to see some really good conditions for disease and pests as well. Have there been many problems in those areas?
Yeah, so that's been a really popular topic with growers in the area is should I spray for head blight? The conditions are definitely there. NDSU forecast had some high risk areas. It just involved a lot of scouting and watching those conditions and the weather every morning. Many acres were sprayed. A few of them were scouted a little more closely, and some other decisions made, especially with commodity prices. And
how long do you think it'll be till we get combines rolling in these fields? Obviously, we're still pretty green right here, but in the area, there are some starting to turn.
Yeah, so spring was all over the place, with seeding timing and switching back and forth with different crops. So I would say anywhere maybe from that second week in August start and then on from there, just depending on when the seeding dates were.
In durum, there's spring wheat. You mentioned barley. Any other cereals in this Sheridan County area?
Mostly the spring wheat, durum, and barley would be a few oats here and there for forage crop. But
tell me about the head blight that you are seeing and other crop stress that this what looks like a really good crop is experiencing.
Yeah, so aside from conditions being likely for head blight, something else we've been doing some of is some tissue testing. So when you tissue sample, you pull the flag leaves off the plant, you send them into the lab, and what we're looking at is nitrogen. And then not just nitrogen, you look at the nitrate and the ammonium in that plant. And if you have a nitrate dominant, heavy, high nitrate plant, it's more susceptible to disease because it's going to be using more energy to convert that nitrate. So what we want to see is a plant that is more balanced in nitrate to ammonium. And that can also play into the decision of, am I going to spray for head blight? Do I want to throw in an amino when I make that pass and make just more informed decisions that way?
Thanks, Emily. In McCluskey, North Dakota, this is Jenny Schlecht for Agweek.
Thanks, Jenny. Our tour now takes us to the University of Minnesota's Barley U Field Day at the St. Paul campus. The day gives scientists from the university's Department of Agronomy and Plant Genetics the chance to show off the latest developments in their barley breeding program. The program is led by Professor Kevin Smith. He says one focus is developing two-row barley for this region. It's the preference for the brewing industry. The program is also working on winter barley to introduce a fall-seeded crop to pair with a summer crop.
And that fits in with this idea of a double cropping system where you pair a winter annual with a summer annual, so winter barley followed by soybean. You keep continuous cover on the landscape, and you provide income for two crops. So we're trying to see if we can make this more environmentally friendly agriculture profitable as well. And
in 2022, the university released MN Equinox, a 6-row winter barley that can be planted in either the spring or fall, giving farmers the ability to adapt their rotations to weather conditions.
Thanks for watching AgweekTV on YouTube. Make sure to like and subscribe. We put out new videos every Saturday.